You're meant to live with extraordinary confidence. You're meant to exist with a deep, powerful belief in your capacity, in your enoughness, in your ability to meet the moment, whatever it requires of you, and then go beyond that. That's how you're meant to live. And yet, if we're being real, very few of us do live that way. Why? Well, we have an addiction to self-doubt. We have a deep attachment to not believing in ourselves. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to keep this video short. In the next few minutes, we're going to look at what self-doubt really is, why we have such an attachment to it, and how to actually use self-doubt that exists here and now for you to build your confidence and to go boldly towards your dreams. Sound good? Self-doubt is a survival instinct. And here's what I mean by that. To doubt ourselves means we will look at any opportunity we have to move forward in our lives, businesses, relationships, like wherever it is we want to grow. We'll look at any opportunity there as a threat. Why? Because the subconscious does not like change. It's just trying to keep you alive. That's all it's doing. And if it's scanning your environment right now and going, we are physically safe right now, then it goes, let's not actually change anything, because if we change anything at all, we have to recalculate what's dangerous and what's safe. We have to recalculate all these variables for survival. So it is change averse. It's risk averse. Even if your life is not what you want it to be, the subconscious looks at it and goes, yo, man, we're safe right now. Don't mess with this. Even if you want to go create something awesome, we don't know if it's going to be awesome. And even if it is, we're going to have to redefine safety. Just don't do it. However, it's way smarter than that. It didn't talk to you like that. What does it do? It makes opportunities to move forward look like threats. Or it makes you look at yourself in a way that gets you to not move forward and act on those opportunities. This is what we call self-doubt. It gets you to look at yourself in such a way that you don't believe you're going to succeed, so why even try? So it's pulling back on the reins so you don't go change your life. And this is so important to understand, because what happens is we start looking at our lives through this lens that's completely fictitious. We start looking at our lives through this lens of why it won't work out. So let's start with an actual definition of what self-doubt is, because I think we all know what it is instinctually, but this is from a dictionary. I'm just going to read it right here. It is a lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. Oneself and one's abilities. How would it be possible to really doubt oneself fundamentally? Like, if you think about it, we're all created by source, spirit, God, the universe. Again, whatever word you like, I'm going to use God. Everything that's created is perfect for what it's supposed to do. If you look outside and you see nature, everything in nature has a function and it's perfectly designed to fulfill that function. And we're the same way. Whatever it is you came here to do, which you would know what that is by the big dream or vision you have in your heart, you're perfectly designed to fulfill that. How could you not be? So it's wild if you think about self-doubt in that way, to lack confidence in oneself, like in who we are fundamentally. It just doesn't actually make sense. Put it another way, everything is enough to fulfill the purpose it exists for. You, by design, must be enough to fulfill the purpose you exist for. So we've just debunked a lack in confidence in oneself. Now, a lack in confidence in one's abilities is the second piece. Now, we may need to grow in our knowledge and our awareness and our skill set to go fulfill our dream or vision, for sure. But what real confidence is not assuming we already know this. It's an innate trust in our capacity to grow in whatever ways we would need to grow to fulfill our vision or our function. But self-doubt is a lack of confidence in both ourselves and our abilities. Breaking these things down, again, it makes no sense. God's production line is perfect. God's conveyor belt of creation is perfect. Nothing is created that can't fulfill its function perfectly. Every squirrel, every tree, every bird. It's perfectly designed to be a squirrel, a tree, or a bird. So you're the same. Whatever the dream or vision is you hold in your heart, you are perfectly designed with an innate capacity and innate enoughness to fulfill that dream or vision. You have to be. Self-doubt tends to show up when we want to be, do, or have something new. When we're pulled towards an expansion, something we don't yet have, like a goal or a dream or a vision. So wherever we are, we have a vision that's going to take us beyond where we are. Self-doubt exists in the gap between where we are and where we want to be. That's the space in which self-doubt is going to show up. Why is it important? Like, why would I share that with you? Because when self-doubt shows up, one of the things it is secretly showing you, it doesn't want you to see this, but it's secretly showing you the fact that I exist. This is the voice of self-doubt. The fact that I exist, or this self-doubt exists, means you have a dream that you're pointing to. And that's going to be very important to notice this. So you have a dream or a vision. You have something you're drawn to, something that is pulling you forward. God does not give us a big dream or a big vision that we're incapable of fulfilling. That is not how creation works. The fact that you have it, dream or vision, means you're capable of fulfilling it. That dream or that vision is your blueprint. It's like a blueprint for your destiny. It is pulling you forward to be who you came here to be. So this is self-doubt reframe number 1. To have self-doubt means you're going in the right direction. To have self-doubt means you're going in the right direction. Why? Because if you weren't being pulled towards a next level expansion, towards a big dream or a big vision, there would be no reason for self-doubt to exist. Remember, it exists to keep you where you are. It exists to keep you from taking risks that your subconscious sees as potentially dangerous. That's all self-doubt is really doing. So when it exists, it's showing you, oh my gosh, there's a dream or a vision that is pulling you forward. And if that dream or vision exists, it means you're capable of fulfilling, because it wouldn't exist for you if not. This is phenomenal news. So self-doubt, its very existence, means you're going the right way, means you're going in the direction of expansion, of prosperity, of abundance, of service, of beauty, of the good. Let's turn to something else that you've heard me say a lot of times if you've ever tuned into anything I've done. Life wants you to win. Life wants you to win. Why? Because when you win, all of life wins. When you expand, all of life grows. We're all here to take life forward, to use our innate creative capacity to serve life at the highest level. Life wants you to win. Why is that significant here? Because whatever is going on around you right now, in your life, in your circumstances, it is for you. It is not something happening to you. It's something happening for you. Now, I want you to be clear here. That is not an excuse to tolerate abuse. It's not an excuse to tolerate terrible behavior from other people. Okay, that is not what I'm saying. We're not going into any sort of victim blaming or shaming. That's not what I mean. But we all have challenges going on right now. And while I wish we didn't, because life would feel easier, what shows up in our reality as challenge tends to feed our self-doubt. It tends to get us to go, well, I can't do that thing because look at my reality right now. We either use it as an excuse why we can't move forward, or we use it as evidence of why we should doubt ourselves. But let's look at this differently. Life wants you to win. Life is conspiring to support you to succeed. So whatever is showing up right now is for you, even if it's difficult. But within it is contained the opportunity for you to evolve, for you to heal, for you to grow. That's why it's there. We grow through adversity. We grow through challenge. We grow by facing situations we've never faced before. And while it is difficult in the moment, we tend to look back and go, that was really difficult and sort of sucked, but I'm really glad I went through that because I grew. I learned so much about me. I grew in my capacity. I grew in my faith. I grew in my trust. I grew in my confidence. So life wants you to win. And whatever is going on in your circumstances right now is for you. It is like honing you into the version of yourself that is capable of fulfilling your vision. Yeah, it's honing you to become this next level version that will go take action and fulfill this vision. And that's self-doubt reframe number 2. Whatever is going on around me is honing me to this next level version that can fulfill my vision. And I am grateful for that. That's the key, that gratitude. I am grateful to be honed in this way. It doesn't mean we have to love what's going on around us. It doesn't mean we ignore the pain it may cause or trigger. And it certainly doesn't mean we tolerate terrible behavior or abuse from anybody. That's not what we mean here. What I mean is this is life molding you into you 2.0 or 10.0 or 20.0. And for that, we can be grateful because it is that version of ourselves we're becoming that is able to fulfill that vision and that dream. And that's so beautiful. What a different way to look at this. And when we really break this down, we're saying this awareness that we're talking about is how you transmute self-doubt to gratitude. Self-doubt keeps us where we are. It creates a false ceiling that we have a very difficult time breaking through. Gratitude does exactly the opposite. It opens our eyes and allows us to see the opportunities that are all around us right now that would allow us to move forward and actualize or fulfill our vision and our dream. Self-doubt prevents us from seeing them. Gratitude makes it so much easier to see them. And think about that, how beautiful it is. Life is supporting you so much to fulfill your vision that the opportunities to do so are around you right now, in this very moment, in your immediate environment. And when we switch from self-doubt to gratitude, that new state of awareness, gratitude, makes it so much easier to see the opportunities and then be willing to act on them. So I'll close with this. Again, I wanted this to be short and sweet and actionable for you. When you notice self-doubt popping up, choose to see it differently. Instead of using it as an excuse or a limit, use it as a tool. Use that as a jetpack that's going to take you forward towards what you want. And again, how you do it would be to look at it in this way. Self-doubt means I'm on the right track. It means you're on the right track. It means you have a dream in your heart that's calling to you, which means you're capable of fulfilling that dream. And whatever is going on around you right now, in your world, in your reality, in your circumstances, instead of it being evidence of why you can't do it and why you should doubt yourself even more, it's proof that life is honing you and evolving you and growing you and healing you to become the version of you that can fulfill that dream. In essence, it's showing you that what you want is possible and that life is conspiring to help you get there. I really, really hope this helps. Continue to ask questions of yourself. Do not accept these limits of self-doubt. Continue to ask the question to go, what would it be like to look at this differently? What if I chose to see self-doubt as evidence that I am capable? What if I operated in my life knowing that when self-doubt pops up, it means I'm on the right track? Your whole world will change. Your experience will change. And ultimately, your results will change as long as you keep going. All right. Love you. I believe in you. Please reach out if I can help.